Hi everybody, Leah here with your weekly card reading starting Monday the 5th of June 2023. June is all about taking action, being productive, getting organised, just getting things done. So if you want your own card reading, you can order that online at leahloyd.com. You can choose to come in person in Yas or over Zoom, or if it's simpler, just order it to be recorded and sent to you. Okay, so the start of the week we have Knight of Ariel. It's partnered with Guardian Angel and Three of Air. So this is a lot happening. There's a lot for you to get done, but it feels like you're very focused on what that is. You're excited by this. This isn't hard work of, like a list of chores, although they probably are there and need to be done, but I feel like they're sort of in the background a little bit. But this is more, there's something you want to create and bring to the world, and you're just excited to work on that and put your heart and soul into it. Now you are being supported and guided through this. So if you get to a point where you feel a little bit stuck, you're not sure sort of which way to go with something, take a step back, take time out, go and do something fun that you really enjoy, and then the answers will just come to you. Oh, okay, yep, that's what I want to do next. And then you just go and add that in and continue on. Now you want to be a little bit mindful with that Three of Air there, that you keep your emotions in check. Sometimes when you're really excited about things, this could go a couple of ways. It feels like for some of you that those chores that you've put over here and forgotten about start to weigh on you a little bit, and you feel very torn between what you have to do and this project or this thing you really want to do. And so that can really leave you in a little bit of a state of resentment and feeling frustrated and unhappy with that. So it's being really mindful to not fall down into that. If you need to take some time, just break things up into little blocks of the day. So work on this for an hour, and then go, okay, at the end of that hour I'm going to go and do the dishes and prep for tea. That's done. Another hour here, vacuum the house, whatever it is, but just break it up so you don't lose sort of a whole day of this momentum with what it is you're working on. And so just allow yourself to not get bogged down in any sadness or negative feelings as this is happening, because it's life and you do need to make it all work. But you really can. And the more uplifted and excited you stay about this, the easier it's going to be and the more it's going to flow. So the middle of the week, we have the Nine of Raphael, the card of Trust, and the Knight of Fire. So again, this is joyful. You're taking what it is you want to do, and you are creating something here in your life. For some of you, I really feel like this is something you have wanted to do for a lot of years, and all of a sudden it's like it's here and you're doing it, and there's this sense of almost, not disbelief, but kind of like that you just, you're surprised, even though you've expected it for years and you always knew you would get here. It's almost this surprise when it does start to eventuate. So with the trust there, keep believing in it. Again, don't let things bring you down. I feel like, again, there is going to be something that's going to take you away from this momentarily that you're going to have to go and deal with. This isn't something you can put off to the side. You actually do have to take some action and address this. But don't let that pull you back down into that, feeling of negativity or sadness or resentment or whatever it brings up for you. And even if it feels like it's taking you off track with, it's actually related to what it is you're trying to do, go and deal with it. Keep that faith and that belief that you can achieve everything you want and you are going to, and then come back to it and pick up where you left off, knowing that whatever this thing is that pops up has been dealt with and is sorted. So at the end of the week, we have the Strength card, we have the New Ideas card, and we have the Seven of Earth. So with those new ideas, again, you're excited about this, whatever this is. And towards the end of the week, too, on the daily cards, you have the Empress. So you are creating and bringing something new into life. You know, whether it's you learning or creating something that other people are going to learn from you, but this is very inspired and you are really planting the seeds for your future. This is you building those solid foundations. Now, I feel like you do need to pace yourself here, that there's so many options and so much you want to do that you need to just take a minute and sort of get a bit focused on what you want. You've got so many ideas, so perhaps write them all down and then just spend a minute sitting with each of them. Go, okay, well, does that fit in here? And don't discard them. Pop them away in a book somewhere, or, you know, all these ideas you've got, they may not fit in with what it is you're currently doing, but it feels like you will want them later. And so just put them somewhere else, and then down the track, you'll get that book out and look and go, oh, okay, now this is what I needed. You know, this is the missing piece of what I'm working on now. Add that in, and you've completed something else yet again. So with that Strength card there, I feel like this is not an overnight thing. This is, you know, a long-term commitment in your life. And so this Strength is all about really committing to that and being in it for the long haul. This is not going to be an overnight success, although it feels like success is going to be coming through the whole process. But it's like slow and steady, win the race. Really take your time with this. Build it to be exactly how you want. Don't try and rush it out and cut corners and then wish you'd sort of taken a bit more time to do it. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit, which is really, it does feel like with this, you're kind of really going within and you are just shutting out the external world as much as you can at the moment to just really focus on this and to get it done. Now, it's interesting, when I was pulling out the card from my healing cards, I got the card of Stillness, and it just didn't feel like it fitted in with this week of action and activity and getting things done and being inspired. So I pulled a second card and got the card of Breathe. So I can take a hint, and the fact the Hermit has come up here really reiterates that while yes, you are focused, you're determined, you're getting stuff done, you're taking action, you're really creating, the most successful way to do that is to make sure you're in alignment with Source, that you are coming from a place of creativity and excitement, not getting sort of run down and then just trying to get it done for the sake of getting it done. So having that time for stillness, taking that time to just stop, to breathe, to just be, to just go and do something fun that's outside of this. You know, it might be that you're at a desk getting all of this done, and so it's just going outside and walking around the block and just giving yourself a minute. And by doing that, then you come back and you've got new ideas that you want to write down and add into things. So things you wouldn't have thought of if you hadn't have allowed your mind to kind of stop for a second. So we also have King of Michael on the bottom of the deck. This is, it's, you know, it feels like you're disciplined here, you're ambitious, you're getting things done. You have a lot to offer the world and to share with people. When you bring this out into the world, make sure you write down how you're going to explain it. You know it's amazing, you know how incredible this is and how much work you've put into it and how successful it's going to be and how it is going to influence the lives of anyone who comes into contact with whatever this is. But you need to have a way that other people can understand it and relate to it and accept that they need it also. So, you know, be writing down as you go through the process, just jot words down, you know, little summaries of each thing. And so then when you get to the end and you're ready to really bring this out into the world, you already have everything you need to explain it to other people and to promote it for yourself. We also have the Butterfly of Karma. This is experiences, it's future outcomes, and it's old patterns. So karma, we often think of in a very negative way of, you know, karma will get them. But it's not really that. It's giving you the opportunity of understanding things from different perspectives. So if you do something that isn't perhaps honest or kind, you'll find yourself in a situation down the track where you're on the receiving end of that and you're like, oh my goodness, you know, like I did that too and now I know how that feels. So it's that kind of thing. But I feel like with you, there has probably been struggle and this constant effort to achieve and to work for something, and it's quite often felt like it just wasn't coming, and yet you never lost that faith in you getting to this point. And so I feel like here, all of this karma is coming back into your life, and this is good. Everything you've worked towards, everything you've achieved, all the good you've put into the world, it's all coming back to you now, and you're going to do great things with all of this. So the law of attraction card for you for this week is I can accept myself as a vibrational being. And it says, once you begin to accept yourself as a vibrational being who attracts all things that come into your experience, once you understand the correlation between what you are thinking, feeling, and what you are receiving, you then hold the keys to get from wherever you are to wherever you want to be on all subjects. And that sort of fits in with that karma card of having that understanding that we do attract and create everything in our life, and then using that to, you know, for good, for the benefit of your life, to bring in abundance and success and happiness. The essential oil for this week is the oil of cheer. This is an uplifting blend. So this really helps you to let go of any of those burdens, anything that's held you back, any of those difficult times. You know what, it's done. I'm here now. It's all happening for me. And the only way that I can allow this into my life and permanently, not as just a short-term thing that then goes again, is to let all of that old stuff go, to really focus on what is good, on what you want, what makes you happy, what makes you excited. So really using this oil to feel uplifted, to bring joy into your life, is going to affect every other part of your life, and you're just going to, it looks like you're just coming ahead in leaps and bounds. So a very, very exciting turning point mid-year here for you. So do the work and success is definitely going to be yours. We do have the World card at the end of the week in the daily cards. So you're coming full circle. You really are coming into your own here, and everything you have worked towards is going to pay off. So I hope you have a fantastic week. I will see you next week. Bye.